Kicking and a trapping with a Mr. Class B. Welcome friends to Kicking and Trapping. Let's get ready by choosing a ball. Each ball can be harder or easier to control. Now you could have a large ball which has more surface area, or a smaller ball that has less surface area and is harder to control. You might have a light ball or a heavy ball and it will travel differently. You might also have a soft ball for indoors or a harder ball for outdoors. We want to make sure we're safe at all times, so if you're indoors, use a softer ball. If you have a round or odd ball, it can make it more difficult, with the odd ball being unpredictable where it's going to go. You choose what you want to use so you are working at your level. Also, you can use anything that will move around. So you could roll up some socks, you could scrumple up some paper. It's completely up to you. Experiment and work it out. Be one with the ball. Now I'm going to choose this ball here, and I need to get used to using this ball. So I'm going to start doing some toe taps. Now I can just touch the top of the ball. Now that shows me where the ball is and my foot gets used to where it is. I can do that by stepping, or I can do that by jumping and hopping in between. Depending on the level that I'm working at and the level that's good for me, I'm going to choose which level to go at. I might also have a go at ding-dongs. Now, ding-dongs are using the inside of the foot. Might be known as something else to you, but I'm going to call them ding-dongs today. And you're just tapping using the inside of the feet. Now, if you want to go a bit quicker, you can. You can do that while hopping, or you could even be doing that while dribbling and moving around. It's completely up to you. Now, pull back. Get used to pulling the ball back and going in a different direction. I'm using one leg at the moment. Maybe I use my left and then my right. Maybe I use either one. I could do it quicker, slower. The main thing is that I'm touching the top of the ball and pulling it back. Step overs. I'm going to change the ball for this one. And that's completely fine if you want to do that too. Step over. I'm just going to go over the top of the ball with my foot. And it's like a little hop. Just so I can get as close as I can to that ball without touching it. Now in soccer, you might do that, so you can do a little step over and then tap the ball a different. Controlling the ball while moving. Yes, this is dribbling. Inside, outside, never the toes. Let's have a look at this shoe. Can we see that the sides are a lot longer and the toe is a very small area? Now, if we look at this golf club, we will see that there is an end toe and there is a large side. Now in golf, which one do they use? Do they use the end or do they use the side? Of course they use the side because it's easier to hit the ball. Now, same with the soccer ball. If we use the side of our foot, it's a lot easier than using the front of the toe. So, the inside and the outside is much better to control the ball than the toes. So let's have a go at doing some inside and outside dribbling with the ball. I'm using the inside to start off with, just getting used to using it. If I use my toes, you can see that it just drifts off. I can't control the ball. It's really important that I control using the inside of the foot. Now, I'm also tapping it softly. I don't want that ball to go too far away from my body. If it goes too far away, I can't control it anymore. To start off with, maybe I use my stronger foot to control the ball. Then I can alternate between my good and my weaker side. To make it harder, I could speed up, make it quicker. I could use inside and outside to control the ball. As you can see here, I'm using some outside of the foot. Inside, outside. Outside, inside. Outside, outside. outside, 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 inside. So controlling the ball with all parts of your foot apart from your toe gives you the opportunity to change direction any way you want. Give it a go. Gates. Challenge number 1 is gates. So we have gates on the floor here and I'm showing you through the gates. You're going to dribble through each gate. If you want to make it harder, you make the gate smaller. If you want to make it easier, you make the gate bigger. If you want to make it harder, you go faster through the gates. If you want to make it easier, you go slower. Let's have a go. What does it look like? Using the inside and the outside of the foot, I'm dribbling through the gates, changing direction, using different parts of my foot to change in direction. You might be thinking, I don't have dots at home. Maybe what you could do instead is that you could use cardboard. You could cut some cardboard out with help from a grown-up and create your own dots. So as I'm going through here, you'll see I'm using all these parts of my foot to navigate and to change direction. And sometimes I'll get it wrong, where the ball will get away from me. That's okay. It means that I'm challenging at my level. Second challenge, dot touch. Dribble up to a dot and then do one of the skills like toe touches. You could have a go at ding-dongs or even pullbacks. So dribbling as quickly as you can to different dots, stopping and doing a challenge. You could make each color cone or dot represent a different challenge. Keep moving around. Having a go at some step overs. Dot to dot. On the floor I have numbered dots. You could do this in cardboard and draw on the cardboard. It goes 1 to 10. Now you can place out these dots yourself or you could get someone else to place them out. Your job is to go from 1 to 10 dribbling around each dot. There's number 5. Moving on to number 6. There's number 6. 7. As I said earlier, you could make your own cardboard dots. Maybe you don't have dots. Maybe you can put a piece of paper down. It doesn't matter what the marker is as long as they're there. Whatever you have, you can use it as long as it's safe. Right, let's have a go. So this time I'm using my big beach ball and I want us to look up while we do this, because really good skill of dribbling is being able to bring your head up to see what's in front of you as you're moving. If your head's down on the ground, then there might be a defender in front of you that will take the ball off you. So it's really important that we get used to bringing our head up to look forwards. This ball game where you have numbers really helps that. So I'm moving around, my head comes up, I'm looking for the next number. Really important that you have your head up and you are looking forwards towards where you're going and where the gaps are if you're in a game. Excellent job. Obstacle course. Now, whatever equipment you have at home, you can place out on the ground and you can create an obstacle course for you to navigate around and see if you can get through without touching any of the equipment. So here we go. Let's have a look. I've got a ball. I'm going to try and get through without touching anything. I'm using my soft skills of using the inside and outside of the foot. I'm also keeping the ball relatively close around my body, and I'm looking up to see where the next gap is. So to review, we use the inside, outside of the foot, we keep the ball relatively close, and we also keep our head up. It's now your turn to have a go at all these different challenges. Good job everyone, and I'll see you next time.